Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a summer trend. There's a lot of them going around right now, but statement liner is one of them. Bold eyebrows is another, so I always have bold brows, so I just combine the two, like I always do, yeah. And then bright lips are also in, but since I did such a neutral color on the actual eyelids, and I have a really bright eyeliner, I wanted to sort of tie in a really bright coral lip as well. You don't have to wear it. It would be fun for a night out, but, you know, I just really like it. I probably will take this off before I go out today, though, and just wear balm like I always do. Yeah, so if you guys want to learn how to do this, then keep on watching. Alright, I'll see you guys when I have no makeup on. Okay, so I've done my foundation and my eyebrows already, as you can see. I'm going to take the NARS Key Largo palette, which is a really nice light shimmer as well as like a bronzy kind of color, and a 232 Japanesque brush. I'm going to take the lighter color. I'm going to go underneath my brow bone, or on my brow bone, not under, anyway, and then I'm going to go all the way across the lid. Focusing more on the inner corners and under the brows, of course, to make those areas more highlighted and prominent. Now, I don't use eyeshadow primers pretty much ever, unless I'm doing something really, really crazy, or if I know I'm going to be out of the house for 12 or 13 hours. Sorry, I'm taking the darker color now, and I'm going to blend that into the crease and about halfway across the lid. But yeah, back to that. I don't have oily eyelids pretty much ever. I never have a problem with creasing, so I don't really use primers. If you do find that you have problems with that, then I do suggest the Urban Decay Primer Potion, because it's fantastic. It really works very well. Or the MAC Paint Pots. Makeup Forever also has some cream shadows that I haven't really played with yet, but I tried them. I swatched them on my hand today, and they didn't come off forever. So I assume that they work very well also. I think they're called like Aqua Paint Pots or Aqua, I don't know, something. Anyway, so I blended it until I'm happy. Now I'm going to take a pencil brush and Woodwinked by MAC. And I'm going to go into the crease with that, and I'm going to blend it in really well. And just on the outer corner of the eye. When you darken that outer corner of your eye, it really emphasizes thickness of lashes. So that's why you see that a lot, and I pretty much always do that because I really like the way that my eye looks with sort of a cat shape. I think that's just kind of the shape of my eyes. Anyway, so I'm going to keep blending that, rubbing out my brush onto my towel tissue, whatever you have, and blending those lines together just so that there are no lines. You want it to be a very smooth gradient. And I'm taking that lighter color again and just adding a little bit more because I feel like I lost some. And I'm going to keep blending it. Okay, so I'm taking a Quo smudge brush, taking that darker color underneath the eyelashes, and I'm smudging it downwards just because I want it to be a thicker line, but I want it to be darker at my lashes and lighter towards the outside. Now for the fun part. Now this is Covergirl's eye enhancers, in teal tempest, or turquoise tempest, That's Metamorphix by Lise Watier, and that is a brush I picked up at the art store because I go through these a lot, and I find that they fray and get destroyed really easily, and I don't want to pay $1 million for a little tiny brush. So I go to the art store and I pay $2, $3 for a brush. Anyway, so I'm mashing it all together just so that I get a paste kind of, and see how thin that I made that brush on the one side. So you want to kind of push it against your hand or palette so that you can use that very thin side to get a really detailed fine line. And you want the product mostly on the edge of that part of that brush, if that makes any sense at all. That sounded really confusing to me. Anyway, so I'm just I'm not doing a whole straight line across. Notice that I'm sort of dabbing it in. I just want to have a very smooth line, so I'm adding more where I need it, and I'm not trying to drag it across over and over and over again, because you will get a crazy smudgy line. Now for the outer corner, I just go from the line of the bottom of my eyelashes, and I sweep it up into a cat sort of shape, and then I connect the two and fill it in. And I've seen this done a million ways. I like it to do it this way, just how I work best. And that little fine brush actually really helps for filling in that little triangle that you get. So now I know that's not very bright, so I'm going to go in with just the powder. I'm going to actually take the powder on that wet brush while it's still wet, and I'm going to press it into where I have that color laid down already. And that's going to make it more intense, and the fact that it's damp underneath and the brush is wet will make it stick and last all day long. The Metamorphix is great. You can turn any eyeshadow you want into an eyeliner, and I've had that bottle for a really long time, and you only need a drop at a time. Pretty much one drop for both eyes for a liner. So that's what it looks like there on one eye. And it is very bright. So I'm going to go in and do the other eye. I'm not going to show you as long on this one just because you saw the first one, but it's basically the same thing just on the other side. So you want to get that smooth line and the cat eye, or the wing, wow. I get the wing and then press the powder into it to make it more intense. Now, I also find that when I do a colored liner or a lighter, brighter, or neon liner, I find that I lose all the definition of my actual eyes. So this is what it looks like there. I'm going to take the smudge brush, take that wet shadow, and smudge it underneath my eye as well, just about to my iris. I don't want to go further in just because I find it closes off my eyes. But where was I? Oh, the liner. So I always line it as well with a black, and I usually do it. I mimic the line, just a thinner line. So there's the look with just that. If you like it at that, put on your mascara, you're done. Now, this is Blacktrack by MAC. I'm sure you've seen it a million times, using that same tiny brush, and I'm making that brush really thin. And I'm going to just go in and sort of dab it into where I want it. So you dab it in, and then you smooth it out. And you just want to mimic that line. Try to keep that teal line the same thickness all the way across. And then make your wing inside of that other wing. Now this does take some practice, but you do get used to it eventually. Just keep doing it until you get it, really. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times I've done cat eyeliner, liquid liner on myself and other people, and other people is really difficult to get used to doing it on other people, but you probably won't be doing that, so don't worry about that. Anyway, so I also find that keeping your eyes open to fix like any bumps and smudges that you get across the top is really helpful. Okay, so that's the black inside of the teal or the turquoise, and then I'm just going to take that Blacktrack underneath, and I'm going to sort of press it again along the lash line, and then I'm going to smudge it with that little smudgy brush again. I do show that. Okay, good. Yeah, and then I'm just going to smudge it, and I'm going to smudge a bit more of that teal in there as well. Now this is Revlon's Grow Luscious Plumping Mascara in Blackest Black. I love this stuff. It's great. You'll hear me talk about it a lot, but yeah. So this is like 3 coats. I just cut it all out because you don't need to see it. And I'm happy. There we go. I have eyelashes. Yay. Now, that is EOS Balm. I should have put this on at the beginning of the video, or showed you that I put it on at the beginning of the video, but I didn't. But I've had it on the whole time. Now, this is Whisper from Jane Iredale, and that was a gratis from work, which that's why it doesn't look the same. Sorry. And then and then I'm going to contour with my MAC Sculpt. I'm not going to show you because it's all shattered in the pan and I'm still using it. So, yeah. And then this is the Physicians Formula Mineral Glow Pearls in Beige Pearl. This is a Prestige Pencil in Baby. And I'm going to fill in my entire lips. I'm going to have all of these products in the description box as well, so if I kind of gloss over, I'm sorry. Now this is the best part of the whole look, I think. This is Rimmel's 620 in Coral Queen. It's like amazing. So I'm going to put that all over top of that lip and fill it in completely, obviously. So this is the finished look. Sorry, I'm wearing my pajamas, but that's just how it is at my house. So yeah, that's my finished look. I hope you guys try it. Let me know how it goes. So that's the final look. I hope you guys like it. Again, I use some higher end brands just because it's in my kit and it's what I have at hand. But there's some really great drugstore colors that you can use. Just basically all I wanted was to keep the eye neutral so that the liner really pops and so that you don't have too much crazy going on your eyes. You could use any black liner as well. I wouldn't recommend a pencil just because you won't get the precision that you want. But you could use like a felt tip liner. I hope you guys like it. And thank you for watching. And I will see you probably tomorrow because my nails are dying and that's going to get remedied. So stay tuned. I love you guys.